Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today is day four. Look, I brain gone. Day 4 of being in the kitchen painting. I took all of Monday off. Like I didn't paint at all on Monday. So I'm back at it again. And I actually just started filming, but I'm all the way here. So I've done this part with the actual white paint. What I'm noticing with the paint as opposed to the primer is the actual white paint is thinner than the primer, which was much thicker. And so the actual paint is running a little bit. So I'm having to keep an eye on a spot that I've painted to see if it's going to run. And if I don't catch it, then it'll get sanded off before the second and third coat possibly go onto the cabinet, so it'll have that perfect finish. I had to change rollers from the more fluffy roller to this one here, which is the spongy kind of roller, because the other one with more hair on it was sliding. It wasn't like rolling completely. So we changed out to the sponge ones, and so far so good with the rolling ability to just roll is pretty good with the sponge one. So I have made it over here, top and bottom. I just made it to this top corner up here. So again, today is just paint. And what I'm gonna do is once I get completely done with the uppers and lowers in the white, and I'm gonna let it dry completely, like hours and hours later. And then I'll come back, sand off any runs. Like I said, sand that off so we have that perfect finish. I'm also going to, once I get done with all of that, I will start the painting of the island in the color, which I'm really bad at remembering paint colors. I'm really bad at putting the paint colors down in the description bar for you, because I know a lot of you ask, like, what color was that room? What color was that room? So I do know that the island is going to be a Sherwin-Williams color in rock bottom. That's the color of what the island's going to be. So we'll do all the rest of this upper, lower white. Coat 1, let dry completely. Island, let dry completely. And then I'm going to work on a DIY while the paint is drying and setting up, which I think is going to be really cute. Old school Sharon for this DIY. But before I continue, I'm going to give you a time lapse as well of the painting, even though it's going to be really redundant because it's white and the primer is white. So you're probably going to be like, well, Sharon, listen, if I got to work and y'all are coming through the process with me, we going all the way together. So before we jump into the time lapse of the video, I need to pay a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. So cameraman, roll that footage. Hey you guys, before we continue with the video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Mooney Lighting for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I have worked with them in the video I shared with you guys of the chandelier install in the bedroom. So I was really excited to be working with them again for this particular light. I can't wait to share it with you. I am unboxing the light right now in this portion of the video. And if you watch my live video, you would have seen the entire conversation about this light and where it was going to go when it arrived. So it is here now, and I can't wait to show you also where the light will be installed. So this is the frame of the light that I am unboxing right here that you can see. And this is in the silver color, which you guys know normally I like to do gold, but this light, when you see it all together, the gold didn't even matter in this case. So this is what it looks like. It's 39.5 inches in length. And that portion that I was holding there was heavy by itself. These are the crystals that I'm removing from the box. And they were numbered. And in the beginning, I didn't know what the numbers meant. So I'm just kind of lining them up in the order that's on the bags, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then some bags had multiple bags, but once I continued, I saw why that was. This chandelier has like a teardrop effect, so you really need to add the crystals like a pattern so that you can get this teardrop effect. And here I am just propping it up between 2 stools so that it'll be easier for me to apply the crystals, which are, by the way, very heavy crystals, and they come in different lengths. You'll see why in just a second. So I'm just using this prop up method right here to be able to adhere them a little bit better. This is a beautiful chandelier. My bling girls, you are absolutely going to love this crystal chandelier. So once I get done, I'm going to show you the bags up close, and I think I'm going to put a shot in here of what the little pattern looks like. So here it is all put together, and it didn't take me long at all once I got my rhythm with the crystal lineup. So you see the bags are numbered here. So what you're doing is you're adding them in an order that's on this little chart here that I could literally barely see. I was using my magnifying glass, and I was marking them off so that I wouldn't lose my place to put the crystals on the chandelier so that I could get that teardrop effect. But you'll see it better once it's hanging up in its new home, which I think some of you guys will be very surprised at where it ended up going.
First thing we want to do, obviously, is cut the power to the light.
Okay.
Now, as I recall, this light is kind of heavy, so I want to make sure that I get it out here. Try not to go into muscle failure.
The light was very easy for Ron to install, actually. It had the same setup as the light that we took down. So we really just rewired it, or he rewired it to the existing wires. And all the materials came with the chandelier, so there was no guesswork in installing it. I would recommend installing the light fixture first, then applying the crystals after to make it a little bit lighter. Also, it gives you time to adjust the chandelier how you want it to hang, how low, how high, and it'll just make the process a whole lot easier for the person installing it. And here she is, hanging in her new space. She is absolutely beautiful to me. She is in the dining room, as you can see. If you are interested in this beautiful light, there will be a link down below, as well as a small discount code for your use. And also, let me share with you, I'm going to pop it on the screen. This light actually takes 8 E12 bulbs, as you can see there, but I'm going to pop them on the screen so you can get a better look at them. I'm in love with this beautiful light. So elegant. Oh, the bling girls are going to absolutely love this. And this is just another shot that you see when you walk into the house. That is the first thing you see hanging. Love, love, love this light. I want to give a huge, huge shout out to Mooney Lighting for working with me once again on such a beautiful chandelier. Again, guys, if you're interested, please check the description down below. And look at that. Let me just let you just look at her. All right, you guys can continue with the rest of the video.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
Stuck in the past watching videos of us. I have been trying to get rid of your stuff, but voices in my head are telling me to stop. It's all I have left, all I have of you. Thought I was more than a body to hold, baby. I wanted you, wanted us.
Okay, so I'm about to DIY these existing bar stools and give them a new look to see if they look good in the space. And if they do, then we're going to just keep them. Okay, at least until next year, since we're doing so many renovations. So let me get started. I'm going to take them apart and remove the tops and from the base. And then I'm going to start painting them. And I'll show you the two paint colors that I'm going to be using on these chairs.